Welcome to Uniframe Systems, engineered solutions for commercial-grade outdoor kitchens. Uniframe Systems was engineered based on simplicity, versatility, and strength. All the modules come with the instructions. What we have here is the side panel. All the side panels are the same. I'm going to take an existing horizontal channel. I'm going to fasten it to the corners. And as you can see, I'm not on my hands and knees. I have a table set up. You can do that with a sawhorse and a piece of plywood. I'm going to rotate it, get my next corner, mount the horizontal piece on. Rotate it again. Take my stud plate, stick it through the channel into the hole. Now I have my four corners in place. I'm going to tighten them up with a 7/16 wrench. So now I'm just going to tighten them as I go so I don't have to rotate it again. Flush to the top, flush to the front. Tighten it up. So basically, we have our 24-inch module. Now what I'm going to do is set this at 19 1/4. Now I'm set at 19 1/4. So now I can place this where I need to. The narrow slide gives you the opening that you need by adjusting it left to right, whatever side you want to. It adjusts up and down also. You can also remove this horizontal channel if you don't need it, if you need a taller opening. So this actually fits up to the top and it'll actually fasten to the bottom of the channel. All the holes are already pre-existing. There is no drilling. If you want the narrow slide to go closer to the inside wall, you can actually snap the tab off. Take one of these ears off. You see the little slice there? If you take a pair of pliers, just bend it back slightly, back and forth, it'll snap off. And then you can actually place it a lot closer if you needed to get closer to the inside wall. Shown here is our 24-inch wide module with a set of double drawers on it. The double drawers, we took the horizontal cross member that is normally at this location and we put it to a lower location. Once we did that, we ordered a floor support, which is sewed separately, mounted it to the back, and that also mounts to the back of the unit. You would have to purchase one more of these horizontal channels also for the back of the unit. Since we only give you 5 horizontal channels for the 24-inch module, you will need 6. But to show you what it does, I'm going to pull this set of drawers out, and what you'll see is this is the actual floor support mounted to the horizontal in the rear, mounted to the back of the horizontal in the front. So anything with a box like this, when you're putting it in place, is going to have a tendency of tipping down. If you don't want that and you want support, order one of these floor supports. Now the box just slides in and you can fasten the sides, gives you a nice strong unit. So the floor support that you see on top of the unit, or top support, you can adjust left to right. So if you had a large sink or a large ice bucket, you can cut your opening into your countertop and you'll have support underneath the countertop around the cutout. Top support you can also turn vertical. So if you want to keep it flat or vertical because you need more room, you can do it. And all the holes are pre-existing, so they mount right in place. It's shown here with a side burner arm. This arm is fully adjustable. So if you're going to use the side burner arm, normally the 24-inch module will have a cross member going across here. But since I'm putting a side burner arm on it, I'm going to remove that arm. I'm going to put this crossbar in place. I'm going to adjust it to where I need it, left to right, and then I can fasten it with the 2 screws down the bottom onto that horizontal channel and also to the back with 2 screws. This side burner arm can be purchased separately, and it will also go onto a 30-inch module. So you can purchase the 24-inch module separately and then purchase the arm, or you can purchase a 30-inch module and the arm. The arm is fully adjustable left to right. It's fully adjustable up and down. Shown here is our egg shelf. The egg shelf itself is purchased separately. The egg shelf will mount into a 36-inch module shown. You can adjust the egg shelf up and down. It gives you a 29-inch by 29.5-inch shelf. The height of this unit outside is 35 1/8 tall, 29.5 inches deep. Below is this drawer. It's called a 10-inch, but it'll actually accept up to 12-inch. You can place charcoal in the drawer for storage. It's a great unit. Shown here is our refrigerator kit. It consists of these slides. The slides adjust from 14.5 inches to 26 inches. So you can place them in between existing modules, or you can purchase ends separately. The refrigerator slides mount to an existing module, and then you can mount it to end walls fastened together. Shown here is our side, the side wall that's in all the module kits. This side wall is 3.5 inches wide. It can also be purchased separately. So all the kits have the 2 sides, but if you want to purchase one of the side walls separately, you can. What can you use it for? Well, let's say you need 3.5 inches more of space between the 2 existing modules. You can actually fasten this between the 2 units and pick up another 3.5 inches. We also have another adjustable slide. It's very small. It goes from 7 inches to 12 inches. And that also has the existing holes that line up with the existing holes on the ends of the modules. So you can take the modules, put the space in between it. Comes 4 in a kit. So you'd have one for the top, bottom, front, and back. And these here can adjust from 7 to 12 inches. So if you need to gain 7 to 12 inches, I would go with these slides. All of our grill modules come with one of our L24 vents. The vents are stainless steel 304 material. There's no fasteners exposed from the front. If you look at the back of the unit, there's what we call the washer plate. The washer plate can also be used for a template for the cutout and the 4 holes. So if I turn this around to the front, basically I would take this washer plate, locate where I want the ventilation, and then I would outline the inside, mark the 4 holes, cut out the inside, drill the 4 holes, and then you would place this in the front, place the washer in the back as shown, and fasten the screws into the louver panel. The louver panel has no existing hardware shown. Keep in mind, ventilation should be done to your local codes. Shown here is our 45-degree corner. The 45-degree corner consists of 2 split sections. The 2 sections would fasten to the existing modules, the ends of the sides. And then in the middle, you would fasten them together. Along with that, you have an inside corner, 90-degree, that already has pre-existing nuts. So all you have to do is place this in the corner, put the bolt through the pre-existing hole, and fasten that corner angle together, tying the 2 modules together. The reason the 45-degree corner is split, in case you wanted to make a 45-degree corner with a module between it. So you can take one of the splits, put it between 2 existing modules, fasten it together. Put the other split over here, fasten it, and you'll have a full 45 corner with a module between it. So the existing 45-degree corner splits into two sections if you want to do a full 45 with a module between it. You only need one 45-degree corner kit to do this. If you're doing a full 45-degree corner on one corner, the two splits would fasten together, and that would give you a full 45 on the outside. Also with the kit, these wedge pieces would slip up in the front, and you would have to bolt through the module into the angle, and that would tie the two front pieces together. You wouldn't need the angle since you're not doing a full 45. If you're doing a full 45, you would need the angle. Since you would be doing a full 45, you'd have a square 90-degree corner in the front. But since we're doing a wedge, you take the two of these, you mount them in the front. That ties the two front units, that ties the two fronts together, and this ties the two backs together. Shown here is our bar system. The bar system consists of 4 bar supports, and you'll most likely get 2 rights and 2 lefts. The reason for that is when you mount this to the surface of the rear onto existing holes, this flat surface is flat to this surface. On the other side, they've bent the other opposite direction, and that would be flat on that end. So you would start off by mounting the 2 crossbars left and right, flat surface to flat surface. After you do that, you're going to go approximately every 16 inches, mount them in place to the existing holes. You don't have to drill anything, the holes already exist, they mount right to the back of the horizontal bars. So you're going to build a 4-foot unit, so you'd have 4 of these arms, you're going to mount them on, you're going to take this channel, you would slip over the existing arms, and then if you're going to do a continuation, you split the seam in the middle of the next one, where they join. So that half of the unit, the channel would sit on this side, another half would sit on this side. Then we give you self-drilling screws for this unit only. This is the only thing we need self-drilling screws for. The reason for that is the unit, you'd never know what length it's going to be. So if we did pre-existing holes, it's just not feasible. It doesn't make any sense because we don't know if you're going to make a bar unit, what length it's going to be. So it makes more sense to leave out the holes, and that way there you can attach as needed. So this particular bar took 2 4-foot units, and then down the end we had to cut it. So we just took a pair of snips and we snipped it off, attached it, and ran the screws in place. This is our adjustable grill module. It has adjustment in the X, Y, and Z axis. Basically, these horizontal bars that you see in the front are adjustable for any length grill. So the grill, basically, you just set these channels for whatever width you want. And what I would do is add a 1/4 inch for the countertop guy. The 1/4 inch gives the guy a little bit of play so that when he puts his countertop on, it isn't 1-to-1. This is our adjustable grill module. It's fully adjustable from 28 to 48 inches wide. Or we have another unit that goes from 34 to 55 inches wide. There's nothing like this on the market. This unit is our 30-inch wide power burner module for high BTU power burners. It's great for large pots that are tall, so you can look inside the pot instead of being up high at a 36-inch level. This level will be at a 24.5-inch height. And these arms that you see here in the front are adjustable. They adjust up and down for the height of the power burner, and they also slide left to right for the power burner. So it will fully adjust for any size power burner that you have. You can put your countertop on top of this. The backsplash here is even with the top of the side modules here. And these modules will bolt right up to the side of this backsplash.